usually refers to a way or a technique or process of doing things. Method of learning emphasizes the teaching process, while approach focuses on both the teaching and learning process. By method, we mean a system that spells out a set of procedure or activities that had been chosen by the teacher in order to reach the course objectives. The 8 methods of teaching language arts. 1. The grammar translation. 2. The direct method. 3. The audiolingual method. 4. Total physical response. 5. Community language learning. 6. The silent way. 7. Language experience method. 8. The Suggestopedia. The grammar translation. It is used to be and still the most popular teaching method. It was originally used to teach dead language and literature, such as Latin and Greek, involving little or no spoken communication or listening comprehension. Characteristic. A focus on learning the rules of grammar and their application in translation passage from one language into other. Vocabulary in the target language is learned through direct translation from the native language. It is taught in the form of isolated word lists. Example of vocabulary test. House, in Tagalog, bahay. Mouse, in Tagalog, daga. Very little teaching is done in the target language. Instead, reading in the target language are translated directly and then discussed in the native language. Little or no attention is given to pronunciation. Grammar is taught with extensive explanation in the native language and only later apply in the production of sentence through the translation from one language to the other. For example, do you have my book? In Tagalog, nasa iyo ba ang aking libro? I don't know where your book is. In Tagalog, hindi ko alam kung nasaan ang libro mo. Principle of the grammar translation. Literary language is superior to the spoken language. Translating each language into each other is an important goal for learners. The authority in the classroom is the teacher to be able to communicate with target. Language speaker is not among the goals. The primary skill to be improved are reading and writing. Its focus is on accuracy and not fluency. Error correction. If a student answer to a question is incorrect, the teacher select a different student give to correct answer, or she replies himself or herself. Class are taught in the mother tongue with little active use of the target language. Much vocabulary is taught in the form of list of isolated words. We have advantage and disadvantage. First, advantage. Large class can be taught. Teachers with low level of oral ability can be used. This approach can be used at all levels. Learners can use course book on their own. Disadvantage. Disadvantage. Content of materials often boring and have little of interest to the learners. Inappropriate for young learners who cannot read much. Exposure to authentic spoken language absent.
Now, let's proceed to the goals of audiolingual methods. So, there are two main activity types of audiolingual. The first one is mimicry or memorization, where the students imitate and memorize model sentences or dialogues. The second one is pattern drills. Students practice grammar structures in different forms until they mastered. So here are some examples of audiolingual methods. The first one is repetition drill, where the students repeat exactly what the teacher says to practice pronunciation and fluency. The second one is substitution drill. One word in the sentence is replaced with another word to practice vocabulary and grammar patterns. Third one is completion drill, where the teacher gives an incomplete sentence and students finish it with the correct word or phrase. For example, when the teacher said, "I like to eat," and the students responds, "I like to eat ice cream." So the completion drills if the teachers give an incomplete sentence and then the students finish it. And lastly is transformation drill, where the students change the sentence form from positive to negative and from negative to positive. For examples, if the teacher said, "She is happy," the student's response, "She is not happy," where the sentence changed into positive to negative.
The audiolingual method. The audiolingual method is a method of foreign language teaching which emphasizes the teaching of listening and speaking before reading and writing. It uses dialogue as the main form of language presentation and drills as the main training techniques. Mother tongue is discouraged in the classroom. Based on the psychological theory of behaviorism, stimulus response reinforcement. Language is structured into patterns to be learned. Habit formation central to language learning. Need to memorize or overlearn. Primacy of speech over writing. Hear, say, see, write. Grammar taught when language is familiar. Errors to be avoided to counter wrong habits. Principle of audiolingual method. Instructions are given in the target language. Language form occur within a context. Student native language interfere as little as possible with the student attempts to acquire the target language. Teaching is direct to provide student with a native speaker like model. Errors are carefully avoided because they lead to the formation of bad habit. Positive reinforcement help the student to develop correct habits. The teacher is regarded as an orchestra leader conducting, guiding, and controlling the student behavior in the target language. Learning a foreign language is treated on par with the native language learning. Students are taken to be the imitators of the teacher, models, or the tapes. The dialogue is the chief means of presenting vocabulary structure, and it is learned through repetition and imitation. Memorization and pattern drills are the practice techniques that are emphasized. Listening and speaking are given priority in language teaching, and they proceed reading and writing. Correct pronunciation, stress, and read.
So now, we'll proceed to the second method of teaching language arts, the direct method. The direct method is a way of teaching language by directly connecting words, ideas, and expressions with experiences or demonstrations without translating into the learner's native language. It is also called the natural method. So, here are the key features of direct method. First is language is taught through everyday vocabulary and sentences. Second, focus on speaking and listening over reading and writing. And third is grammar is learned inductively, where the students figure out rules through examples. Fourth is classroom instructions are given only in the target language. And fifth is meaning is shown through demonstration, visual aids, and real-life context. And lastly is teachers serve as the main model instead of books. Now, we have here the 4 techniques of direct method. The first one is question and answer, where the teacher asks questions and the students answer. Second is reading aloud. Students read passages or dialogues. The third is map drawing, where the students label maps based on teacher's directions. And lastly is paragraph writing. Students write passages in their own words, and the other activities like dictation, conversation practice, fill in the blanks. Now, let's proceed to the advantages and disadvantages of direct method. So, the advantages of direct method is the first one, provides meaningful speaking opportunities, encourages spontaneous speech, and lastly, makes lesson lively and interactive. So, for the disadvantages, we have first one is works best with small groups, hard to sustain varied activities in the long run, and lastly is teachers must be fluent in the target language. Now, what is the main principles of direct method? The main principles of direct method is, the first one is immersion in the target language, use of concrete and visual aids, oral communication or prioritize the oral communication, and lastly, focus on accuracy in speaking. So in short, the direct method focusing on teaching a new language naturally through conversation, demonstration, and practice without using the learner's native language.
Now that we understand what the audiolingual method is, let's delve into its strengths and weaknesses. The audiolingual method offers several key advantages. First, medium-sized classes can be used. Second, much practice of listening and speaking. Third, can be used at elementary and intermediate levels. And lastly, learners can form grammatically accurate language. However, the audiolingual method has also its drawbacks. First, fluent and confident teachers needed. Second, repetition can be boring and meaningless. Third, little exposure to spontaneous or authentic speech. And lastly, reading and writing are neglected and not treated as independent form.
Total Physical Response. Total Physical Response, TPR, is a language teaching method that builds around the coordination of speech and action. It attempts to teach language through physical motor activity. TPR instructor gives commands to a student in the target language, and every student responds with full body action. Also, total physical response is often used alongside other methods and techniques. It is popular with beginners and with young learners. Although it can be used with students of all levels and all age. Characteristic of total physical response. First, the coordination of speech and action. Second, rules of listener and performers. Learners monitor and evaluate their own progress. Reading and writing is taught after grammar and vocabulary. Grammar is taught inductively. Next is grammar and vocabulary selected according to the situation. Language by gesture, body movements. Teacher and the students are the actors. Also, students should be more active and talk active. And lastly, motorist students.
Application and principle of total physical. The application and principle of total physical response, or TPR for short. TPR is widely used method in language teaching that combines language with physical method, predicting and understanding text. TPR can help students with predicting skills, which are essential for reading comprehension. For example, before reading a text, the teacher can introduce key action verbs like run, sit, or open through physical action. Students physically respond to each word, building familiarity. Then when they read the text, they can predict meanings and better understand the context because the vocabulary is already known through movement. Next is dialogue and picture. This method helps students organize their thoughts, use natural sentences, structures, and apply vocabulary in text. Another activity is picture. After students respond physically to a set commands, they draw what they act out and write a caption for the short description. We have principle of total response. We have here listening and vocabulary conference. It's like babies learn to understand before they talk. Language learning needs to listen and respond physically to the comprehension first. Speaking comes natural later after understanding the development. It's a stress-free environment. Another important principle, there must be no stress in the classroom. Regular repetition builds memory. By hearing and responding to commands again and again, students strengthen memory association. Next, we have action verb are the core of TPR. TPR focuses on action verbs because they are easy to demonstrate and essential for daily communication. It's no forcing learn from errors. Students are pressured to speak before they're ready. And when mistakes happen, the teacher doesn't correct harshly. This is artificial English. The classroom should act as an artificial English environment when only English is used for instruction and responses. Lastly, we have memory and recall strengthened by intensity. The more frequent and more energetically repeat action and phrases, the stronger our memory becomes.
Advantages. It is fun, easy, and memorable. It is a good tool for building vocabulary. It can facilitate students with the meaning in real context. It does not require a great deal of preparation, helps the student immediately understand the target language. TPR or total physical response is inclusive and works well a class with mixed ability level. Create positive thinking. The disadvantages, students are not generally given the opportunity to express their own thoughts in a creative way. It can be a challenge for shy students. It is not a very creative method. Overusing TPR or total physical response causes someone easily bored. Certain target language may not be suited to this method. It is limited since everything cannot be explained with this method.
So now, we'll explore the 5 methods of teaching language arts, the Community Language Learning or CLL, and how it works in the classroom. CLL views students as full persons acknowledging their emotions alongside their intellect. Teachers transition into language counselors, fostering secure environment for learning. Key features of CLL include student-driven topics, teacher-provided transitions, and an inductive learning process. This approach ensures a safe and supportive educational experience. In the classroom, CLL involves 5 stages. First, reflection. Students sit in a circle with a tape recorder to create a community atmosphere. They think silently about ideas and brainstorm on the board. Second, recorded conversation. Students choose subject and tell it to the teacher in their native language or their L1. The teacher translates it into the target language, which is the English, and students record sentences. Third, discussion. Students discuss how they felt talking into the microphone and whether they felt more comfortable. Fourth, transcription. Students listen to the tape and transcribe their conversation. The teacher intervenes only when asked for help. And the last stage, language analysis. Students look at the form of tenses and vocabulary used depending on the language produced. Now, let's consider the advantages of CLL. First, student interest and independence. Second, students learn inductive techniques. Third, non-threatening environment. Fourth, learners determine conversation type and analyze language inductively. And lastly, student-centered nature provides extrinsic motivation. However, there are also disadvantages to consider. First, time may be wasted. Second, mix of languages can be a challenge. Third, not enough time in school. Fourth, risk can be good. Fifth, Counselor or teacher may become too directive. 6. Inductive learning method may be difficult. And lastly, translation is a difficult task.
Method. A method of language teaching originated in the early 1970s and introduced by Caleb Categna, a New educator. This method is based on the premises that teacher should be silent as much as possible, and the learner should be encouraged to produce language as much as possible also. The silent way method is assumed that learners can work with resources and nothing else, as they are solely responsible for what they learn. Teaching should be subordinate to learning. Silence makes students to concentrate on what is to be learned. Learning the silence way. Learning is facilitated if the learner discovers or creates rather than remembers and repeats what is to be learned. Learning is facilitated by accompanying meditating physical objects. Learning is facilitated by problem solving involving the materials to be learned. The theory of learning the silence way. First, this is a successful learning involves commitment of the self to language acquisition through the use of silence awareness and then active trial. Second, silence way learners acquire inner criteria. The silence way student is expected to become independent, autonomous, and responsible. Pedagogical materials. Independent learners are aware that they must depend on their free will to choose own resources and realize that they can use the knowledge of their own language to open up some things in a new language. It comes to independent learners. Autonomous learners choose a proper expression in a given set of circumstances and the situation. While the responsible learners that know that they have free will to choose from any set of linguistic choices. The ability to choose intelligently and carefully is said to be evidence of responsibility. Pedagogical materials are example of silence way methods. First, word search wall. Search on which the words are written with the same color code as the rectangle search. These charts display the instructional vocabulary of the language, about 500 words. The color codes means that language as different as Japanese and Russian, which use signs to unfamiliar to the learners, can be immediately read and pronounced correctly. Second example is the Fidel. This shows all the possible spelling for each phoneme and which also use the same color code as the rectangular chart. The Fidel is particularly useful for language such as English and French, which have complex and irregular spellings. Third example is Poissonier's rows. These are used to create clear and visible situations that enable the student to understand how a given concept is expressed in the language. For the fourth example, a pointer. The teacher or the learners can show a word or a sentence while maintaining the essential characteristic of language. Its ephemeral nature. The pointer creates the dynamic of the language by introducing the element of time in relation to the different charts, which are in themselves static, which the teacher calls on the learners to use their mental powers. Last example is the sounds color rectangle charge. This is a wall charge made up of different color rectangles. Each color represents a phoneme of sounds of the language, enabling learners to work on fine distinction in the phonetics and prosody of the language, both on the level of production and of listening and recognitions. The student's role in silence way method. First, learners are expected to develop independence, autonomy, and responsibility. Second, the autonomous learner seizes proper expression in a given set of circumstances and situations. Third, the absence of correction and repeated modeling from the teacher requires the student to develop inner criteria and to correct themselves. Fourth, learners have only themselves as individuals and the group to rely on, and so must learn to work cooperatively rather than competitively. And learners also must be a teacher, a student's part of the support system, a problem solver, and a self-evaluator. The teacher role in silence way method. The teacher is a technician or an engineer who facilitates learning. The teacher role is one of neutral observer, neither praises nor criticizes, merely looks or continues improvements. The teacher is silence. The teacher presence and the classroom is limited to providing a model of the language that the students are going to work on. Stevix defined the silence way method of teacher staffs as to teach the presentation of an item once, typically using nonverbal clue to get across meaning. Second, to test the elicitation and shaping of the student production is done in a silent way as possible. Third, to get out of the way. To get out of the way, the teacher silently monitors learners' interaction with each other and may even leave the room while learners struggle with their new linguistic tools. Teachers are responsible for designing teaching sequence and creating individual lesson and lessons elements. It is important for teachers to define learning goals that are clear and attainable. The teacher is responsible for creating an environment that encourages student risk-taking and that facilitates learning. The teacher uses gesture, charts, and manipulates in order to elicit and shape student response, and so must be both facile and creative. Like the complete dramatist, writer script, so he sets the props, sets the modes, models the action, designates the players, and is critic for the performance. The role of instruction materials in silence method. The materials are used to illustrate the relationship between sounds and meaning in the target language. The materials are designed for manipulation by the students and the teacher independently and cooperatively in promoting language learning by direct association. The number of language and contain symbols in the target language for all the vowels and consonant sounds of the language. The symbols are color-coded according to pronunciations. Thus, if a language possesses two different symbols for the same sounds, they will be color alike. The color questionnaire rows are used to directly link words and structure with their meanings in the targets language, thereby avoiding translation into the native language. The rules may be used for naming colors, for size, comparison to represent people, build floor plans, constitute a roadmap, and so on. The use of the rules is intended to promote inventiveness, creativity, and interest in forming communicative utterance on the part of the students as they move from simple to more complex structure. When the teacher or students has difficulty expressing a desired word or concept, the rules can be supplemented by referring to the fiddle charts or to the third major visual aids used in the silence way. The vocabulary search, the production of learning in silence with method. The first part of the lesson is focuses on pronunciation if a response is incorrect. The teacher will attempt to reshape the utterance or have another student present the correct model. Second, after practice with the sounds of the language, sentence, patterns, structure, and vocabulary are practiced. Community language learning the advantage. This method makes students feel comfortable. The students can be active in the class. The students can be improve their vocabulary from their speaking. Increases students' confidence in their study. Students become independent. Disadvantage is the students do not understand the materials. No repetition and no answer. The teacher, it will be meaningless for students. The students cannot easier to catch the materials.
The language experience method is a literacy approach that develops reading and writing by using students' own language and personal experiences. Learners dictate their stories or share experiences, and the teacher writes down in proper English. These written texts become their reading materials for the students. If a student draws a picture of that in a car, the teacher might write, "That is in the car." Later, if the child draws a playground, the teacher writes, "Who went to the playground." Through these drawings and sentences, children see the connection between spoken words, written words, and meaning. Next is benefits and purpose. The language experiences method helps students develop vocabulary and comprehension. Practice English grammar naturally, build confidence as readers and writers, understand that their ideas, thoughts, and stories have value. We have 5-step process. According to Jones, 1986, LEM follows a simple 5-step process. First, we have shared experience. The student and teachers experience something together. communicate, and the teacher records their words. Third step, reading and revising. The text is read aloud, check, and revise together. Fourth step, rereading. Student practice reading the story multiple times. Last step, extension to students create drawings, write more, or connect the story to new learning. Now, talk about the teacher's role. The teacher plays a very important role by modeling, writing, and thinking aloud, demonstrating correct completion of writing, using mini lessons to build vocabulary and grammar, encouraging students to write for a purpose and audience. Next, we have advantages and disadvantages. Like all methods, LEM has its strengths and challenges. First, we have here the advantages. Individualized instruction, very engaging and interesting for learners. Integrates reading, writing, art, and language. Builds learner confident and values their thoughts. Disadvantages. Time-consuming and well-structured. Limited vocabulary control. May not address all areas of reading, like readings or lip reading. Some students with reading or processing disorders may need extra support. In summary, the language experience method is a learner-centered approach that values student voices and experiences. By turning their spoken language into written text, we help them see what they say can be written, and what is written can be read. This method not only literacy but also nurtures creativity, confidence, and love for reading.
And the last methods is the Desuggestopedia. Learning is a matter of attitude, not aptitude. This methods puts importance on the suggesting limitation on learning. The goal of teachers in the Desuggestopedia. The goal of the teachers using the teaching method is to help students eliminate and overcome the barriers to learning and increase their communicative ability. We have a classroom set up. Armchair, light is comfortable, everything is bright and colorful, posters and music.
Goals of teaching in the Desuggestopedia. We have a peripheral learning, fine arts, enjoy your learning, choosing a new identity, positive suggestions, active concert, passive concert, and primary activation. First is peripheral learning. We perceive much more in our environment than that to which we consciously attend. When there is a unity between conscious and subconscious, learning is enhanced. Fine arts. One of the ways the students' mental reserves are stimulated is through integration of the fine arts music, drama, or paintings. Enjoy your learning. The teacher gives the students the impression that learning is easy and enjoyable. It's desired that the students achieve a state of infantilization so they will be more open to learning. Choosing a new identity. This enhances students' feeling of security and allows them to be more open. Positive suggestions. Direct suggestion and indirect suggestions. Active concert. Teacher will introduce the story as related in the dialogue and call the students' attention to some particular grammatical points that arise in it. She reads the dialogue in the target language. Music is played. The teacher begins a slow, dramatic reading, synchronized in intonation with the music. Passive concert. In the pace, the students are asked to put their script aside. They simply listen as the teacher reads the dialogue at a normal rate of speed. The teacher is seated and with musical accompaniment. Next is primary activation. The students playfully read the target language dialogue out loud as individuals or in groups. The students are asked to read the dialogue particular manner, sadly, angrily, and cheerfully. Roles of teachers and students in the Desuggestopedia. The teacher's role. Authority. Being confident and trustable. Security. Affording a cheerful classroom atmosphere. The student's role. Relax, following the teacher's instruction easily. Role-play. Enjoying in the new identity feeling. So we have advantages and disadvantages. So first we have advantages. A comprehensible input based on the suggestion and suggestion principle. The student can lower their affective filter, held in ordinary rooms with comfortable chairs, a practice that may also help them relax. Teacher can do numerous other things to lower the affective filter. Students remember best and are most influenced by information coming from an authoritative source, teachers. Students can acquire the aim of teaching instruction from both direct instruction and environment in which the teaching takes place. Encourage the students to apply language more independently, takes more personal responsibility for their own learning and get more confidence. And in disadvantages, has limitations since there is no single teaching method that is categorized as the best based on some considerations such as the curriculum, students' motivation, financial limitation, number of students, and etc. Environment limitation, the use of hypnosis and infantilization learning.